Let's do a little shave here and try a couple things. All right, I'm gonna try some Dapper, Dr. Mike's Shave Emporium, drmikeshaveemporium.com. All kind of shaving supplies. Use the code Carolina for a discount. All right, good smell. Almost like, I get like a slight berry smell. I'm not sure exactly what you'd call it, but I know it's in there, but I ain't gonna say anything because I want you to try to find out for yourself what it is. We use the Phillips, not the Phillips. This is the Phillips one blade. Okay, this is a one blade. That's the company, one blade. This is the least expensive version. It's a plastic handle. The downside is you can only use one type of blade with it. The Feather is the FHS10. They're a very rigid blade, pretty thick, durable, and there's only one way to put them in here. It's not the easiest thing to do, so you load it up from the back here. Once you get it lined up just right, it's not horrible. Well, what the heck did I just do? I just pushed all the way through there. Little piece of plastic there, lift it up. Let's see what the heck's going on here. Never had that happen. Maybe I just pushed it too far. Shoot, that's way too much. Did I break it? Try it again. It's hard to do too with this little, like the glue on here. It kind of gets stuck in there. Maybe this is why some people catch and release these razors. Need enough idea, but I can't get this stupid thing loaded. All right, we're gonna get this thing loaded and do a shave with it, I'm telling you. I'm trying to clean out any debris that might be in there. All right, I'm trying to keep on camera so you can kind of see what's going on here. Okay. See, it pushes way down on one side, not the other. All right, there we go, maybe. But I just think it's garbage, you know? As far as that little plastic piece right there coming up. I don't know. Don't let me say. All right, let's try a shave. Let's see what happens. So, we're gonna shave last. I just got it really close, like on maybe Monday or something. So, you know, a few days worth of growth. I'm just gonna lather right into the container. This is a Jeff Anderson brush, some type of badger hair. I don't know. I've had a hard time smelling stuff lately, so lather up. The more I do this, the more almost runny I like my lather. I guess it's from shaving people at the shop and stuff. It's easy to dry out, so I mean, not this is runny by any means. A little bit different with a straight edge. I mean, versus with a straight edge versus a double edge, or I guess you call this a single edge here. All right, see, when you first look at it, you're like, where the heck's the blade at? So I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Absolutely nothing. So obviously I don't have this thing loaded properly. Let me try to push it down a little bit more. It's shaving, but I'm telling you what, that does not feel good nor safe. Like, whatever would hold this from having too much gap or exposure, it feels like it's off. And heck no, man, I'm not. It's very rigid, very hard feeling. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm going to change it up. And we're going to, unfortunately, I just bought a bunch of these blades. See how hard it is to blade when it's wet too? I mean, I don't know. I don't like anything about this razor, honestly. This is the second or third time I've tried to use it. First one or two times, I thought it was okay. But the way that just happened with trying to load the blade It's not even straight in there. I cannot recommend this razor at all. Sorry, I had to dismiss a message on there. Sorry about the big finger there. So let me go ahead and let's talk about another product here too while I try to find something to shave this stuff off my face with. I'm sure there's something around here. I'm going to talk to you about a company called Trunk of Man. So I had a client turn me on to him, personal friend, and says, hey, I've tried your stuff that you sell at the shop, and while it's good, you got to try this stuff. So, okay, I'm listening, right? They have a retail location in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, so I went to the store and I got some stuff. Cool. I walk in, they have very limited items. Whatever. The girl working says, hey, we're running, we're going to get new stuff in. She's like, I've actually got it in the back, and I just can't put it out until this is sold because of new scents. That's like fall and winter scents and bringing in spring scents. Makes sense, right? But what doesn't make sense is there are a few staple items. I know they have some best sellers that wouldn't fit into that category, and they probably should have had stocked all the time. So anyway, grabbed a few items, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm putting this blade on. This is a Merkur, don't ask me which one, adjustable. I'm going to try to adjust it like about a 3, 2.5, 3. I don't like a really aggressive razor. So I go there, I get a couple items. One or two that was recommended, from a friend of mine. I think the lady working recommended one. And, the last may have been, or maybe one of his personal preference. That's not important. So anyway, let me grab a towel. I get the items and I go back up there to smell more of them, kind of see if there's anything else I want. And there's another guy working. And the guy I hear him tell somebody, yeah, we're just waiting on product to come in. We haven't gotten it in yet, so our selection is small. Now, the girl yesterday told me a completely different story. You're telling these people something else. So, I don't know. Anyway, not important, I don't think, until I go home and I back up a little bit. I wanted to talk to the owner about wholesale, but the owner was like on a smoke break. I didn't really want to mess with him on that, so I let it go. I said, hey, I will call him later. I get a, okay, all right. Now, prior to this in-person visit, I had actually emailed the place, maybe reached out on one social media outlet to no avail. No response. Whatever. So, go back home, and I go online. I'll try to place an order. And where I try to place an order, when you look on the website where it says select country, usually you click on there, there's a drop-down menu. It never happens. Nothing ever drops down. So I cannot place an order because it says this address is invalid. Well, I'm kind of glad it did that because I go to their Facebook page to send a message because they haven't responded to 2 or 3 emails. I call the phone number on the site and it says, this phone has been disconnected. All right. This is not good. So I look on their site and I see people have ordered way back in November, December, something like that, and still haven't gotten their orders. Guys, we're in March, okay? Oh, why I'm starting to go hair up here now. I don't know. I feel like we're in freaking March, and these people still haven't gotten their orders. And, I see some comments 6 weeks ago, hey, where's my order, this and that, and then, people following up a week ago. So, we're 6 weeks plus, nobody's gotten anything. Anyway, just makes me wonder, is this company struggling? I mean, their retail store has nothing. They're not sending out online products. Their phone's been disconnected. I mean, all the signs are there. I don't know if they're going under or what. I mean, it's a decent product. Heck, I'd buy the company from them, whatever, and keep making it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You never know what's going on, when stuff like that. That's why, in some ways, partnerships are good because, I mean, say you get a good product and, the owner or the maker has all the recipes or whatever, goes through a divorce or has an addiction problem or whatever. You know, you got somebody that can keep it going and stuff like that and keep those jobs available. I mean, he has at least 2 employees I know of, you know. I don't know. Kind of, like I said, I'm glad that the website didn't work because I would hate to have placed an order and not gotten it. Or, you know, waited 3 months. It's really poor taste that they don't think I've gotten a response from any of my messages or, you know, emails or messages on social media or anything. I haven't gotten any response from any of those either. So, but anyway, I will show you the product. I have a couple here. Now, for review on it, I didn't like it as good as my buddy did. I thought it was good. The balm I like better. The butter, I did not like at all. Well, he told me to mix the two, and I did. It was okay. It was not the greatest. Yeah, maybe a little bit better. Still clean up here. But, and actually, I never even got to try the oil. I did have a pretty big beard until about a week or 2 ago. And I'll grow it back. Just playing with different stuff here. So this is the product here. I do like this a flip top because the beard oils that have the removable one are kind of a pain. You know, these you can actually use one-handed, put in there and rub in. And I mean, you can use it as an aftershave oil, a skin oil. Did I miss something there? Oh goodness. Use it as like a shaving oil if you wanted to. Oh, aftershave, whatever you want to do. So anyway, let's go back to, actually I got a couple razors coming in that I'm going to review and talk to you about. Pretty stoked about that. I guess we can call this a one blade razor review, and it failed miserably. This bouncing all over the place. Where did we put the, here it is. The only thing about a white bottle, it blends into so many other things on your counter. All right, so this is Appalachian pine. I get more of a fruity smell from it. I don't get any sort of pine. You know, to each their own. Trying to find some aftershave here. We're going to use a little bit of snake bite. Okay, this is nothing like mentholated water or mentholated aftershave. Did I nick myself a little bit there? Probably didn't have anything on there. If you're going to use an oil with your shave, very minimal, and then, you know, dry your hands first. It will help a little bit with some razor glide and stuff. It'll help you out. Be good. Somebody's here. I just lose that cap. What in the world? I've lost so many caps lately too. Oh, here it is. All right. So that's about it. That's about it for that. That's I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If you got any questions, whatever, leave it down below. Again, today we used a George Anderson brush, or Jeff Anderson, Geoff. That's probably why I said George had the G in mine. This is a GA7. I don't know what that means. I couldn't tell you one from the other. I don't know. All right, but all I know is that's what it is. I won it like in a raffle or something years ago. I've had it for a while. You know, it's a handmade item, all that good jazz, really good quality. I don't know where the knots come from. I don't know if that's, you know, silver tip versus this or that, because I don't care. You know, I used to, but either it works or it doesn't. So that's kind of where I am. You know, quite honestly, my preference these days is synthetic brushes. There's no break-in, there's no smell. They lather beautifully and they dry much more quickly, and they're freaking cheap, you know, for the most part. So, you know, to each their own. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Badger brush or anything like that. The soap performed beautifully. This is, like I said, this is Dr. Mike's house soap. I've known Dr. Mike over 10 years, you know, great guy. Try to get, you know, do as much business with him as I can. If he's got the products, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to get it from him. One small business helping another. So, he goes around a lot of steampunk shows, Comic-Con type stuff, things of that nature, and which is kind of interesting because I never would think that would be an audience for shaving equipment. I don't really know what people would be an audience for shaving equipment, but he does quite well, a lot of beard products and everything as well. Also, I do have some beard products from him that are coming, that I'm interested to try out, and as soon as I get a beard back, I will, you know, do a little review of that as well. You can see my eyes are kind of watering a little bit from the mentholated snake bite. It's not the strongest stuff I've ever used. Strongest stuff is probably, this is actually a shave stick. This is called Yeti Snot. Yeti Snot is made by a guy in Kentucky. Guy from a cigarette factory said it was almost too much for him. His job at the cigarette factory was to put the menthol in the cigarette, so he's around menthol all day. This right here, the COVID edition, has 15% more. That's all we got for today. See you next.